Good evening, all of you. My name is Pramod M. Gawal, Research Scholar, Department of Chemical Engineering, IIT Guwahati. I am going to take NPTEL course on mass transfer operation to assignment 0 week. The course tutor is a Professor Chandan Das. I am going to take 7 questions based on the liquid extraction chapters. So I have prepared theory based on the topic liquid extractions. The liquid extraction, also known as a solvent extraction, is a mass transfer operation in which the solution called the feed, which is a mixture of the solute and carrier liquid, is brought into the intimate contact with the second immiscible or slightly miscible liquid in order to achieve the transfer of the solute from the feed to the solvent. This is the schematic of the liquid extraction. This on the feed, then solvent, extract phase and rapid. The two liquid phase are formed due to the density difference. The solutary phase known this is a solvent stream now enriched with the solute is called the extract phase. The residual feed streams may have a little solute left in it. It is called the rapid phase. Based on this the theory, I prepared the two questions. Objective one. The question one is the solutary phase known as 1 minute. The solutary phase known as the extract phase. So answer of this question is B. And question 2, the solution is separated with the liquid extraction by adding the solvent. So this will be possible by the if solvent could be the immiscible or slightly miscible. So answer of question 2 is a D, B and C. Understood. Next topic is a liquid equilibrium. The equilibrium data for the liquid system are the importance in the selections and design of the extraction equipment. The the classification of the ternary systems. So in the ternary system compromise the carrier indicated by A solvent indicated by B and solute C. Three binary mixture can be formed out of this component A, B, B, C and C. The mutual miscibility of behavior of the component in each of these binary determine the nature of the equilibrium diagram for the ternary system. Most of the ternary system fall in the one of the following category 1, 2 and 3. In the one the carrier A. The carrier A and solvent B are the partially immiscibles. In that condition, the equilibrium in such system may be represented in the form of XY plot, as in the case of distribution of the solute between the carrier gas and the solvent. If the solute concentration is small, Henry law type of linear distribution law apply. Second one is that the solute is miscible with the carrier and with the solvent in the all proportion, but the carrier and the solvent are only the partial miscibles. Here is a schematic of the ternary diagram. This is a carrier liquid and this is a solute and this is a solvent. This point pure of the solute. This point indicate the pure of the carrier liquid and this point indicate the pure of solvent. So A and C and B and C are a miscible pair and pair A and B partially miscible. Such a system is called a type 1 ternary system. About the 75% ternary liquid system falls in this category. Third is that the solute is completely miscible with the carrier. This is completely miscible with A, but both solute and carrier have a limited miscibility with the solvent. The binary is miscible in all proportion. The pair BC and BA are the only partially miscibles, means partially insolubles. A ternary mixture of type is called the type 2 system. So based on this theory, I prepared question 3. In liquid equilibrium studies, a system called type 1 if what would be the answer? The AC and BC are pairs of the miscibles. 1 minute, I need to check if this recording or not. Is going on right. Now third topic, Effect of temperature on the liquid equilibrium. Generally, if we increase the temperature, the miscibility of liquid increase. So by increasing the temperature, the miscibility of the BCPR, wait a minute, A, C, B. BCPR, BCPR, the solvent and the solute in a type 2 increase more quickly than that of the ABPR. So at a critical solution temperature, the highest temperature of the BCPR, a type 2 system turns into the type 1 systems. So based on this theory, I prepared question number 4. Which of the following changes cause a type 2 liquid system to become a type 1 systems? So here is the option of increase in pressure and decrease pressure. So there is a no effect on the pressure. Though there is a no effect on the by increase and decreasing the pressure. So option A and D no answers. So here is the answer of this question is a B by increasing the temperature. Now question 5 is a numerical one. A 100 kilogram of a 45% solution of C in a carrier is equilibrated with the 70% kg of the solvent B containing the 2% of the solute molar fractions. At equilibrium, the raffinate phase has a 80 kg and has a 52% of A and 85% of the B in it. And what is the selectivity or separation factor of the C? So here given AP is equal to 100 kg, XC is equal to 0.45, XA is equal to 0.55. Solvent given is equal to 70 kg and it indicated YC 0.02 and YB is equal to 0.98, right? Given rapidity are given 80 kg with mole fraction of A 0.52, mole fraction of solvent 0.08. So what would be the mole fraction of the solute in a rapid phase? 0.8, right? So here E we have to calculate and volume fraction of YA and YC we have to calculate, right? So to calculate the first extract, we have to do the overall material balance. So input is equal to out, A plus it indicates B is equal to E plus R. So here if is equal to 100, B is equal to 70, so R given 80, so E is equal to 90 kg, right? Now we have to do the solute balance. AP is equal to XC plus H is equal to YC is equal to YC plus R is equal to XC, right? It indicate R, it indicate E, it indicate S, it indicate F, right? Now 100, what is XC? 0.45, 70, YC 0.02 is equal to E calculated 91, YC R, E that we have to calculate R given 80 plus XC 0.4, right? So YC R E is equal to 0.4 by calculate. There is a no space. Now component balance and carrier balance. Sorry, where is it? Carrier A balance. Yep, XA plus XYA is equal to EYA plus RXA indicate R indicate E. Yes, yeah, simple one. Now given 100, now 0.55 plus 70. It is a no mole fraction of carrier liquid in the solvent. E given sorry, E calculate 90. So we have to calculate this ones. E are given 80 and 0.52. So Y A E, sorry, 1 minute. Something simple. If I calculate now we get 1.4. Okay, this one. Now calculate the selectivity. It indicates generally by B or C. So YC divided by YA XC divided by XA, right? So 0.16, 0.14. What's the problem? Calculating to get 1.4857. So selectivity should be the greater than 1. So here is we get 1.48. So there is a possible to say separation of the solute from the carrier liquids. Are you clear? Yeah. Question 6. In liquid dispersion, the volume fraction of the continuous phase is 0.475. The outer mean drop diameter is 400 micrometer. What is the specific interfacial area of the contact in meter square per meter cube? Solution. So given phi is equal to 0.75 and d, sorry, 32. This is the shorter mean drop diameter 400 micrometer. The formula to calculate the specific interface area is equal to A is equal to 6 pi divided by 30, sorry, d32. Pi indicate the volume fraction of the dispersed phase. So here is 1 minute. Given, here is a given 1 pi is equal to 0.75. So pi is equal to 0.25. To put all the value in this formula, 6 into 0.25 and 400 into 10 to the power minus 6. So we get 73750 meter square per meter cube, right? Question 7 same as a question 5. The following mass and solute concentration are given. Only the means given the solute informations. For an ideal single stage extraction system, F is equal to 1000 kg except 0.5 and solvent and 800 kg, and mole fraction of the solute in the solvent streams 0. The amount and concentration of the extract are is equal to 1100 kg, and mole fraction of solute in the extract phase is 0.4. What is the distribution coefficient K of the solute at the condition of the mixer settler? It is a solution. First we write down given F is equal to 1000 kg, X is equal to 0.5, solvent is equal to 800, and mole fraction 0. Extract is 1100 kg, and Y given 0.4. R we have to calculate, and X R calculate. Now to calculate raffinate quantity, we have to do overall material balance. Simple O material balance, OMB. This is a short form, overall material balance. So input is equal to output E plus R. Wait 1 minute, I have to check it is working. Okay, good. So 1000 plus 800 is equal to 1100 R. So R is equal to 700, right? Now we have to do solute balance. That's the C. F x F plus S x x is equal to E y E plus R x R, right? 1100 given, sorry 1000, 0.5 plus x, here is a 0, E calculate, sorry, E 1100, and y E 0.4, R 700, and x R we have to calculate. So what would be the x R? So 0.085